Hey guys, it's Bread Robin, whichever one you'd like to call me. This is gonna be a little bit different. There's a mirror. Hello, that's distracting. This is gonna be a couple of videos I'll kind of smash together because this is gonna be my process of making a costume. It's not really a cosplay costume though. So at the school I go to, I am part of the drag troupe that goes there. I perform different drag king numbers. I haven't done a queen number yet, but I will at some point. That's not relevant, but I thought I'd let you know. So I perform different drag king numbers, which is where you don't know what drag is. It's people presenting either really usually masculine. Those are drag kings. They present feminine, they're drag queens, and then if they present androgynous, they're drag royalty. And then they just kind of, it's very dramatic, it's very fun. You can lip sync to songs, you can lip sync to bits, you can do basically whatever. Rupaul's Drag Race, I've never watched it, I've heard it's popular. So my campus has a drag troupe, and I am part of it, and for our we have like a big show every semester. For our big show, the theme is good versus evil, and we're focusing on like heroes and villains. And so I've got a couple one, and for one of the songs, it's giving me big Superboy energy. Superboy, Connor Kent, Clark Kent's sidekick or partner, whatever. You may know him from his iterations in like TV from the Young Justice cartoon. So in that cartoon, in a lot of iterations, he just has he wears like a black t-shirt with a red Superman symbol and like some jeans. But in the comics, he wears an absolute mess of an outfit that's beautiful and I fucking love it. And I'm going to attempt to make it. Just for the drag show, I don't think this is going to become a full-on cosplay. Unless it turns out well, then maybe it will, even though I never attempted to cosplay Superboy. So I've got a Morphsuit, I've got, this at my parents' house, I've got some fabric paint, so I'm going to attempt to paint that, and then later I'm gonna try and get like a leather jacket that I can use as well. But I just wanted to kind of document this, because this is my first time like actually making a cosplay from scratch, kind of, you know? I can't sew, so not completely from scratch. But so I just wanted to start documenting this, so yeah, come along on this journey with me. Hello. It is weeks later, and I've got it on. Here's the morph suit. I look fucking fashionable, if I do say so myself. Sound like your bones cracked. Say hi, Bailey.
Hi. Do you want a full body?
Sure, if you want, yeah. Let me...
I'm sure pencil would just work, right?
Probably. So what we're doing now is I need someone to paint it on me. Because in order to look like the Superboy that we all know and love, I need to paint this, but I need to paint it while it's stretched out. So, while it's stretched out on my body. So my kind roommate Bailey here has so kindly offered to paint me like a French girl. But right now we're trying to figure out what we can outline it with. So
pencils, that works, right?
Sure, we're gonna try and use pencil.
It'll be fine. I'll probably let you do it.
Let's see how this works. So right now what we're doing, I've kinda, you can't really see it on camera, but I've sketched out kinda where I want to put the blue. I don't think we'll get all this done in one session, but I'm gonna we're gonna do the blue on here, I think, and then first, and then let that dry, and then we'll see where we are.
You have to show them your materials.
This is my material.
Yes.
I don't think this
fabric paint, tulip brand.
Fabric paint, tulip brand, and some shitty brushes that I bought. I think all the things I looked at, they said you can use fabric paint to paint morph suits. Apparently it's like, you're supposed to use like the heat activated kind, but like, this is also not for a cosplay. This is just for a drag show that I'm going to be doing. I just want to do it, the drag show's not for a while, but I want to do it now, in case I fuck up, then I have time to get a backup plan. Also, apparently we're going to be watching a show during this. We're going to be watching The Umbrella Academy, and I just got told that there's a furry part.
I mean, a very, very short furry part.
Still a furry part.
It's mostly one character.
Alright, well, we'll see where that goes. So, we finished the first round of painting, and here is it so far. Conclusions. I need a shit ton more fabric paint than I thought I would. Also, but, I mean, it's there. It's on. The back is not done yet. I can't. Back is very much not done. No, I got it. Everything's fine. This very much is leaking through and probably gonna get on my binder, but, like, whatever. And, yeah, it's great. Thank you, Bailey, for helping me with this.
No problem. It's a little unsymmetrical, but it's good.
A little asymmetrical is the word. Thank you very much.
It's a little... Whatever! Fight.
Ah! Don't poke me while I'm in this!
You gonna stop me?
I was assaulted. No, I can't. I'm not a superhero yet. My costume's not done.
Then you can fight.
Then I can fight. Then I'm gonna try and find like a cheaper, like a cheaper leather jacket and paint his Superboy symbol on the back. But that'll be a last minute thing if like I can do it. Like we'll see if we can get this shit show together, and then if we can, then I'll start adding touches. My arms hurt. I have to sit in this thing for like hours for it to dry, so fun. Thanks, Belle.
No problem.
So it is officially Thursday. The drag show is in 1 week, but dress rehearsal is next Tuesday, and I kind of haven't done any more painting because I'm lazy and also I've been fucking busy. But so today I just got done with my 8 a.m. class. I got some breakfast. I'm gonna eat that, and then we're gonna go on some more. I'm gonna eat that first because yesterday I kind of forgot to eat things, so I'm kind of starving right now. Here's this suit. He's just been kind of hanging up on my bed. Here is what it looks like after that first coat dried. The black went on really well. Some parts in the blue kind of stayed more, but you can definitely tell like down here is applied more heavily, and then up here kind of faded, and then the yellow, you can really see it all, but it's there. I've decided I'm gonna paint the shield on yellow first, and then just use red to make the S instead of like using the yellow paint like negative space to make the S, because I'm lazy and it's too much work. So I went to Joann Fabrics the other day and bought nearly $40 fucking worth of fabric paint. Sick. Sick. I have money. But I learned my lesson this time. I bought big ones that they had instead of little ones, and I bought a lot. So it's the same brand. But I bought 2 of these big ones for the blue. I think I bought 2. Did I buy 2? I bought 1 big one of the black, which I'm starting to think maybe it was a bad idea because we still have to paint the back. 1 big one of the yellow, and then 1 little one of this red to paint the S. So today my roommate is not here right now. I'm gonna work on what I can, and then Saturday I work a 6 to 2:30 shift, so I'll have the rest of the day, so I'm gonna come back and be like, hey, can you paint my back, please? Because I can't get it. Because yeah, I want to stick with the painting it while it's on my body so that it's stretched out, so that when I put it on, the paint doesn't crack. But it's not really, I don't know if it's gonna crack. This stuff really sunk in a lot, so this stuff shouldn't crack. But it's after I put the other coat on and it kind of is like more sitting on top rather than soaking in that I'm concerned that it might crack. But I just need it for a drag show. Door clicks sound like someone was about to come in. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy my food so that I don't pass out. And then I'm gonna spend however much my day painting this and studying for a test that I have tomorrow. Yay! So some problems arose. So this is kind of what I can paint by myself, really. I've got kind of my sleeves. I can't get really that part. I got my sleeves. I got another layer on the S. I'm just kind of doing large splotches, and then I'm gonna detail it later. My roommate's here, so she can help me. Definitely, like, I've been using this arm, and like you can see, like the paint there is like a little bit like crackling from when I've been moving it. So I'm gonna try and not move. The black that I bought, they didn't have a black in the big bottle. They had an ebony, which I was like, oh, it'll be the same. It's not the same color as the one I got. It's darker though, so I'm just gonna layer it on and hope it looks regular. But yeah, so now I was a little bit smarter. I I put a long sleeve shirt underneath this because last time when it was just my body and my binder, I had to take a shower. I'm gonna have to take a shower again after this, but like at least this way there's some protection. So yeah, now I get to sit like this for a while. Fun. Just got done with the second coat. I wasn't gonna sit there and let it dry on me for forever, because I'm tired. And I could just kind of feel it, like the outside was pretty dry, it's just the inside that needs to be dry and it was already stuck. You can see, I've got some paint on me, but that's what showers are for. I did fuck up a little bit when I took it off. This is what it looks like now. It's not fully dry, so paint might be a little bit. When I took it off, this was still wet, and when I took it off, like some of the yellow got on this blue and on this black and down here a little bit. So I'm gonna see if I can like either wipe that off or just cover it up because it is yellow and the other ones are like a darker. I wonder if I could just get a tissue. Wonder if that kind of works. I also might be able to like flake it off if I try hard. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a shower now and then take a nap because I'm fucking tired. So that's the second coat. Hopefully it won't sink in too bad. And then this weekend I'm gonna have my roommate help me with the finer details and the back, and hopefully this gets done by the time that I need it to get done. Alrighty. Update, it is later Thursday. After I painted, I was exhausted, so I proceeded to take a nap. But update on the Superboy. So the front has mostly dried. It's looking pretty good. That blue's definitely staying where I put it. So I think I just need to do like one more layer on there and I think I'll be good. I drew the S, just because I at least want to get the outline done, because again, I'm gonna put another layer on it later this weekend probably when I'm wearing it, just to make sure it stretches out alright. I did do the back a little bit. I fucked up there. I just drew like a smiley face. But just because this like back first layer, it's just mostly gonna soak in, and it's basically like a base, so I just did that while it was hanging up so that when so that I could just get that done and then I can focus on finishing it. So yeah, I think I'll show you guys the final product the next time I finish it, the next time I'm filming. I don't know if I need more fabric paint. I shouldn't. Maybe I should. I'll probably have to pick up some more fabric paint. Yay, money. I'm also debating on whether or not to find like a cheap leather jacket and paint his gold S that he's got on the back. I might do that. This weekend I have to go shopping for some of my other numbers to pick up some costumes for my other numbers. So if I find like a cheap gold jacket, I have some gold acrylic paint, which I don't know if I want to use acrylic paint on leather jacket, but I have it, so if I find a cheap leather jacket at like Goodwill or Savers or something, I'll probably buy that and add it to my routine. If not, no big deal. But yeah, that is that so far. I'm excited. I'm really excited for this routine. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier in the vlog. It's been a while since I've been between these vlogs, but if you're curious about the number I'm doing, the number is Superhero by Simon Curtis, which if you go and listen to it, I think it gives off big 90s Superboy energy. Yeah, so hopefully next time I vlog will be the last session of painting. Y'all, I'm so tired. But I think he's done. I just did another round painting by myself. My roommate was not here this weekend, so I wasn't allowed. I couldn't get her to help me with like the back. So the back's not done yet, but it's like I just need help with that, and then he's gonna be done, and I don't know. But because I just did another round of painting, some parts are a little bit like splotchier, you can tell, I'll show you it, but like I also don't want to put too much fabric paint on this, just because like when I put it on this time, I could feel like it was like tighter even though I let it dry while it was on me a little bit. So I don't want to put too many layers, because then I feel like it's going to crack or just like not just fuck up, because I have to like move and dance in this thing. So yeah, besides the back and like some of like the really finer details I'll get, I think he's good. Here, I'll give you a thing of him. He is in all his glory. So yeah, I need to get that neck part. I can clean up some of the like things here. But I think he's looking great. And like, especially when I'm on stage, people won't be really seeing a lot of me up close unless they're giving me money. Because we get tips when we drag. I don't just steal money from people. The back, back is definitely not done back. But the back is just some blue and some black, which I have enough fabric paint for. I think I just need to do one more coat, but I really can't do that unless my roommate is here. Actually, I could potentially like put it on backwards and paint it. So I could do that, but yeah, this is he's basically done, and like this vlog is getting kind of long. Started filming like weeks ago. So there he is. There's my Superboy costume. And then I did find a cheaper leather jacket, and I used some gold acrylic paint that I had left over to kind of shittily paint the S. I don't know how much that S works, but I'll take it. So yeah. So thank you for coming along on this journey with me. It was a lot of work. I'm exhausted. Not necessarily from this, but from the fucking 2 8-hour shifts that I had really early this weekend. Also from this, though. It was really fun to do. As this is kind of like, it's not even a cosplay, but it's a costume that I made, you know, and I'm not really good at making a lot of things. But I'm proud of him so far. And again, it's for one drag show, so he's not perfect, but it's okay. If you wanted to do this and you wanted to like actually make it like to your size, because I know there are some you can buy online, but the ones I looked at, they seemed really cheap quality, and like I just really didn't like how they looked, so I was like, I'll just buy Morphsuit and paint it. If you're going to do this, don't use fabric paint. Or like, I would definitely recommend using like a fabric dye. I think that's what they recommended, like a fabric dye or heat activated fabric paint, one that isn't so thick, so that doesn't like restrict your movements. If you wanted to do this to yourself. But yeah, there he is. I'm gonna be in that. Also, so the show is this Thursday. I'm gonna put this up tonight, probably tonight or tomorrow, and if you guys are interested in seeing the number that I'm doing, I'll see if I could get someone to film it for me. A lot of my roommates film a lot of my drag numbers that I do, because we have like amateur nights that I perform at a lot. If you guys are interested in watching the video of me perform of this, I'll try to get some people to perform it, and if you mention it, then maybe I'll post it of me performing. So yeah. Thank you for watching, thank you for coming on this journey with me, and bye!